I've been doing a program where I'm talking to various hosts at CANDFOM, and I'm speaking with Steve Forster Driver. Hello, welcome.
Hello, how are we?
We're doing okay. It's a beautiful sunny day, so that's a good start.
It is, yeah, it certainly is.
Now, one of the things I've really enjoyed about this is I'm learning lots of new information, and I did not realize how brainy you are.
Brainy. Yeah.
So you're in the process of studying something. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I've primarily started off many years ago with a psychology degree, counselling and psychotherapy. And at the moment, it's kind of been enforced with the lockdown. I'm back to studying an advanced diploma in psychotherapy. And it's basically my way of being nosy and looking at the social psychology and the social structure of what's going on at the moment, how it's affecting us. And it leads in very nicely to the health show that I do on a Thursday, because obviously things have changed in the past few months, and it's nice to be able to get some kind of a tool to offer advice to people, but also it's a little bit self-indulgent because I'm like a people watcher. I love looking at people. And that sounds right strange, but it's like watching people and how they interact within society.
Mm-hmm. So you have this health show. When is it on?
The health show is on a Thursday morning from 10 till 12. What I've recently started to do is, for the first part of the show, I'll look at what's going around at the moment. For instance, there's an awful lot of gastroenteritis going around. There's various types of flu. So I'll give people a little bit of an idea on what the symptoms that they're experiencing at the moment may not be COVID. Everyone seems to have a panic now. If you get a bit of a cold, a sore chest, you think you've got COVID. There's an awful lot of other stuff going out there at the moment. So the first part of the show is about that. Secondly, the second part of the show gives me an opportunity to talk about specifics. The past couple of weeks has been on men's health. So it's about checking your prostate, making sure you get sorted out if you've got any lumps, testicular cancer, and things like that. And then I'll flip it on the head, and the next one is going to be about women's health, which sounds a bit bizarre of a bloke sitting talking about women's health, but it is nothing to do. Well, I think the best way to go about things is if you understand how each other works, and if you've got a little bit of information that helps people. You never know. I always work on this basis. On the health show, if one guy goes and gets tested for prostate cancer or testicular cancer, or if one woman goes and gets tested for cervical cancer or breast cancer, then that's great. Yeah. I'm not, it's the best thing to do.
I think that's one of the things that we all have within our roles at CANDFOM is you'd like to think that there's somebody out there that you help, and even if it's just that one person, it makes it all worthwhile, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. If you get one, I'm quite lucky, I think to myself, if two people are listening to the show, I'm all right.
Well, and speaking of people listening, we live very close to each other. And one of my favorite memories from VE Day was sitting in sort of I don't quite have a garden, but sitting behind my house and hearing you and Louise sing for the whole village. How did that start?
Yeah. It was something that came across. I was chatting with where I live, as you know, it's kind of a bungalow enclave, and there's quite a lot of old people that live there and disabled people. And they were stuck behind the windows, and we used to walk past and just wave. And I said to Louise, look, we need to do something about this. People just don't seem to be all that happy. So we basically took our indoor rehearsal to the front door. And we had a little bit of a forecourt, and we put the speakers up, and we announced it to the people that was there. And we were thinking maybe there's about 15 people come out. And for the first time, we had vans stopping in the middle of the road. We even had a policeman stop and wave at us. All the pensioners were out. And then from then, we just kind of took it as many times as we could possibly do it. VE Day was a special one because of, obviously, VE Day itself is special, but it was giving people that sense of hope. And it was outside the front, it was almost like recreating this new passion that's going on in the world. There was a lot of people outside. As you say, it was a lovely day, and people doing various things, so we just chipped in.
Yeah, it was amazing, and yeah, I feel really lucky that I can just step out and hear you sing. Well, we've got to wrap up, but you've picked out a special song for us to play next. What have you picked out?
I have. Louise and I do this as part of our act, and we have a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek thing, but it is Gloria Gaynor's I Am What I Am. And simply, everyone should be the same. We are who we are. There's no need to change. Other people need to look at a bit more acceptance of what's going on within society and each other. Just stay true to yourself.
Remind us when we can hear you on Can-Do.
Mondays, it's the Manic Monday drive time from 4 o'clock till 6. And on a Thursday morning from 10 till 12 is the health show. And if anybody wants to contact me, just the usual things on Can-Do, and I'll see what I can do.
Well, thank you so much, Stephen. Sorry.
No, thank you, Mai. I really enjoyed it. It's nice being on the other end for a change.
Yeah. Thanks now.
Yeah.